So I haven't made a video in about a week there. I haven't put up anything because I'm aware of the whole kind of like social push there now. And this was actually it was really pushed there about 3 months ago, about 2-3 months ago by Water for Freewheelers. This has been informed to me, and this is really no surprise because I've like outlined fucking Water for Freewheelers, being honest with you, and their kind of involvement with this situation from actually 2015-16 with your man Ambrose, who's a member of Water for Freewheelers, who came down driving me ex around and my daughter, believe it or not, trying to intimidate me wearing these freewheelers fucking coat, driving me ex around. But that's a whole story in itself. But I'm aware of the push that was a couple of months ago, orchestrated, spread throughout Ireland. Let's be honest about it. And the reason I'm making this, like, it's not like, and I don't want people thinking that I'm starting on this fucking group or that group or this person. I'm not. Like, what I speak about is completely valid. Do you know what I mean? It's 100% true. Like that Ambrose out in Tramore, whatever the fuck his name is, I don't really know. I don't really care. But he was driving me ex around. He was chosen by me ex, but he didn't have the sense to like question why she was choosing him. Me ex could have brought any number of people down from Dublin if she needed protection. And more importantly, if there was any kind of an issue in the first place, she wouldn't be dropping the kids down, would she? But anyway, this is what happened. And then we had Sean O'Toole spread all this shit on behalf of a certain kind of old witch up on Barrack Street, local fucking busybody, being honest with you. Woman is poison. But this woman had contact with me ex before this. And I'm aware now the last couple of weeks of how the Water for Freewheelers and their connections spread all this shit all around Ireland again. And as I said, this is not really kind of a surprise. And the reason I'm making this because I want to show people you need to fucking stand up for yourself against this kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's no surprise Water for Freewheelers, right? Or have links with the corrupt members of Waterford Council or the corrupt fucking Gardaí. Do you know what I mean? Like, how many Sinn Féin votes came for David Conlan came from Water for Freewheelers? Let's be honest about it. Do you know what I mean? Or to John Halligan. Let's call a spade a spade. Do you know what I mean? Like, while they add their support there now to protect the fucking groomer and then abuser. Let's be honest about it. And they try and imply now that this is a moral issue. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you want to do something moral for the community, go to your buddy, right, who's selling coke and he's cutting his coke down with either creatine or fucking caffeine or whatever it is, and tell him to use vitamins. That way he won't give somebody a fucking heart attack. But you won't, do you know what I mean? And I'm sure you can all hide behind your fucking groups and your gangs and how easy it is to bully one person, do you know what I mean, when you're in a fucking gang. So I'll call out the likes of that Sean O'Toole, who's purposely, like, after been fucking interfering in this from day one, do you know what I mean? And he can approach me on the street. And if you want to fucking handle it like men, so be it, do you know what I mean? But you won't, because like most cowards, you have to hide behind a gang of fucking people. And let's be honest about it, it should be called out. Any groups of people that are facilitating the corruption of Waterford City Council, Waterford Garda, and that whole Halligan fucking situation should be called out. Do you know what I mean? They tried to do the same shit like with Sinn Féin, tried to kind of intimidate me, tried to bully me and all this kind of stuff, thinking that I was going to back down. Do you know what I mean? I didn't back down then. I'm not going to back down because you're fucking like members of Water for Freewheelers decide to stick their nose into my business. And it's not all members of Water for Freewheelers, being honest with you. It's just a couple. But yeah, I wanted to say that. So this video there now, it's probably going to, it'll probably take me 2 parts. And from Monday the 13th of May, right, I'm going to start talking about all of this stuff now. I'm going to put all this information out. I'm going to speak about a solicitor who corrupted me case. She's a well-known solicitor. Someone sent me on information the other day. That's how I know about all this freewheeler stuff. But they also sent me on links to this solicitor, and she rubbed my shoulders with the mayor. And I've been told about this solicitor, how her family has connections with guards and fucking politicians and all this. But I find it a bitter pill to swallow that this woman misled her fucking client. And not only her client, she misled the judge. She purposely lied to the judge. There's no way in the world that woman should be down practicing family law. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to talk about all of this. And I'm going to talk about my ex and this crazy witch and Carrie who started all this. And as bad as all this stuff is, right, it got to shine a light on the likes of the Halligans. Do you know what I mean? And all that kind of toxic behaviour. So kind of there is a silver lining in all of this. As bad as it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't walk up the road, I get followed. Fucking having my own entourage going up the road. Now, to be honest with you, they think it bothers me. It doesn't really bother me because it's to be expected, to be honest with you. I've learned to fucking deal with it. And over the last kind of couple of weeks there, I've been going out. Do you know what I mean? Because I heard Now they've been boasting that they have me kind of like secluded in my apartment that I don't come out. So now obviously I haven't come out. But it's no surprise in Waterford that certain groups are all in each other's pockets. Let's be honest about it. If you notice this whole drama, see the big push that was pushed around Ireland now yet again by Waterford freewheelers now over the last couple of months, and it's been spread through tattoo shops, fucking motorcycle clubs. Like, I'm not going to get into it. Like, it goes on and on. Waterford City Council. Obviously, I was going to talk about certain topics. I've been threatening this for the last couple of videos. I mentioned in a couple of videos there a long time ago, and a couple of posts about how a certain person up around where I was living there used to come down and give 20 pences to the young fellas and stand behind them, perving them. Well, that young fella was me, all right? And they won't want me talking about this. I was about 11 years of age, and the person that was doing this was fucking Henry Halligan, okay? Now, there's several people around me that knows this, do you know what I mean? Ever before any of this stuff, they know this, do you know what I mean? The Bishop Cullinan, who covered for Henry Halligan, he knows all this, do you know what I mean? So when all of this and your court case is over, feel free to bring fucking court proceedings against me, and we'll get it all out in the fucking open once and for all. Now, I'm going to talk about this more, but I'm not going to talk about it at the moment because there's a whole court case regarding another issue. And what's after happening is there's been two journalists on the scene basically the last few weeks. And I don't want to mix two stories together. One is regarding that whole kind of children's group link and all that kind of stuff. And there's another journalist looking into some certain stuff, and they're worried because if someone is looking into like one or two things, they know potentially that somebody else is going to look into the rest of it, being honest with you. So now the shit has hit the fan. So now the big guns have been called in, like the likes of Waterford fucking freewheelers and fucking, you know what I mean, who should mind their own business realistically. But if they want to do the whole moral thing and go to the guards, I wouldn't have an issue with that either. Why would I? But you have the drive that they've been pushed all around Ireland. Look at the timing that this was done again, and look at the groups and the people that are doing it. Do you know what I mean? Like Waterford City Council tried to cover up Roisin Doherty and Leo Kennedy. These two people got caught searching my mother's bedroom. Do you know what I mean? They weren't even investigated. They weren't held accountable. They're still employed. Do you know what I mean? Like, you hardly think I made this up. And if I did make it up, why aren't they holding me accountable? Do you know what I mean? This was all covered up then by Joe Daniel and his Sinn Féin connections. Like, I know I'm talking a bit kind of quick here because I'm trying to squeeze these fucking videos into 10 minutes. So this is probably going to be 20 minutes. So I'll have to upload it in two parts, being honest with you. And I will upload longer format videos then from the 13th of May onwards. And if you can watch these and share them, I'd appreciate it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to slander anyone or defame anyone. I'm just trying to put a story out on my side of the story, which they don't want you for some reason hearing my side of the story. They're waving this shit in your face day in, day out. Don't listen to him. Look at this. I've been saying all of this kind of stuff, right? Fucking since 2014, I was talking about this Anne Carey and her corruption and the ex since 2014, and how they lured us into this weird religion thing. And like, and I find that embarrassing to talk about, for being honest, because fucking, like, it's essentially it was a cult. Do you know what I mean? It was a controlling cult. This is widely known that this Baha'i faith is manipulating, it's deceiving, it's controlling. Do you know what I mean? And then you have our HSE, our fucking health system, like promoting this. They start promoting this 6 months after I started talking about it. Why aren't they promoting it before I was talking about it? And they'll say they're promoting like diversity and understanding and all that. Well, if that's the case, they should put out both fucking sides of the kind of whole situation, do you know what I mean? About how controlling these people are, do you know what I mean? How they promote deceiving people to get them into their group, do you know what I mean? How they ostracize people from their families. And I know this is going to sound all crazy because people kind of gaslight me now, kind of like, oh, don't believe me, don't listen to him, like, listen to what we have to say, and they're waving all this shit. As I can say, I can't do anything with all that kind of pornography shit that they're going around spreading. Unless somebody reports it, we can have it investigated. And you can do that anonymously. I'm sick to death of saying this, but you could if you wanted. There's no statute of limitations on this stuff. Do you know what I mean? You could do that anonymously and we'll have it all investigated. But they don't want it. And those that are fucking assisting covering this up should be called out. And I've spoken about now the actions of Henry Halligan there when I was fucking young. And as I said, there's 2 or 3 fucking other me mates who will all kind of like tell you the same kind of story. But I wanted to bring another topic up. Actually, when I was talking about this with someone the other day, they were saying to me, do you remember he used to come into Mount St. School with a Christian brother into the classroom? And I was honestly had to forget about it. And then I was like, yeah, actually, I do remember that. He used to come in, there's supposed to be some kind of religion kind of, there's supposed to be some kind of religion kind of teaching or something, but he used to call selected pupils out of the classroom and they'd go off. Don't ask me why. But I'll just say, right, after that whole stuff, right, there was an incident. Now the guards are aware of this incident, right? This is what I'm talking about. The guards are aware of the incident that I'm referring to here, right? And it's not the other incidents that people are referring to up in children's group link. This is another incident, right? And there was a lot of pressure put on certain people not to kind of speak about it. But I just wanted to say, right, like, was there guard vetting around this time? But regarding certain people, right, and there was allegations years ago and fucking accusations, which was again covered up. And I just wanted to kind of make a point and just, I said, because Waterford Gardaí now knows what I'm on about. This is another situation separate to the whole children's group link situation, but it's kind of similar kind of topics, let's just put it that way. But you have a person that was coming in around fucking like minors and stuff, like, and the Gardaí was aware of other allegations. That's what I'm saying. So was he cleared by Garda vetting to be in around in that? Because you know, like, of the previous kind of history. So that means that the Gardaí are responsible, are they not? If they knowingly kind of like permitted this person to be around there. And if the answer is no, that he wouldn't have been Garda vetting, when they shouldn't have been up in fucking children's group link then, should he? These are logical facts, do you know what I mean? I don't know, there'd be people like wondering why I haven't spoken about all this kind of weird stuff with fucking Henry Halligan. I grew up with Henry Halligan. He lives 2 minutes around the corner from where I originally lived. And as I said, there's several of my mates will all tell you the same thing. And I actually posted about this. I didn't say any names, but I posted about it there several years ago. I also fucking made a video and I referenced it, but I also notified the bishop of this person's kind of actions. Do you know what I mean? And the whole kind of like situation brewing around them, being honest with you. But the bishop decided to side with a political influence, which is what the Catholic Church does anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, and protect them. Hence the reason he's out hiding out in Ballybeg Church, being honest with you. And I'm aware now that the people out there now are kind of starting to go to other churches and stuff, like, because they know of other situations, being honest with you. It's not just because of me. And I just wanted to say something there, because I know there's a lot of pressure being put on people, and you can probably see the pressure being put on me in an effort to kind of prevent certain situation coming out. Whether anyone paid money, right, in the past, right, and I know there's offers of money at the present, right, that's just a sign of guilt. That's just a sign of guilt. They're trying to shut you up, do you know what I mean? Don't be like pushed off the pot. That's what you're being bullied off the pot, as they say in poker, do you know what I mean? Like, don't feel bad about fucking like if there was any money, say, paid in the past, do you know what I mean? And the fact that certain people are trying to bully you, saying that they're going to claim that the money was stolen, like, that speaks volumes about these people. If you out that kind of stuff, it'll show these people really for what they are, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm not giving up on this. Yeah, I might go quiet for a few days, that's about it, because like, what's paramount to me is my wife and my daughter, being honest with you. So like, it's important that this stuff doesn't consume me. But what I'm saying is all 100% true from day one. And if you know, look at the drive to not investigate this. Look at the drive to destroy me character, to take me fucking home office, do you know what I mean? To destroy me family. Look at the drive that's behind this. And this was all orchestrated by a Tussle employed psychologist, Dr. Anne Carey. And unfortunately, this woman lured myself and my ex and the kids into this weird Bahoy fate, which she was recruiting for her and her husband. Her husband was my actually psychology teacher, and we shouldn't have been up in the house, being honest with you, because it's unethical. But it was his first year teaching this kind of yoke, and he was doing it to spread the word of this Bahoy yoke. And me ex was threatening to take the kids back to Ballymun unless I done this, and being honest with you. So it's a whole crazy story in itself. But I will explain all the story, because I want to explain to people what my ex is like, do you know what I mean? And it's not just some bitter breakup. This woman is a narcissistic, dangerous human being. And she's being promoted now by Tussle, do you know what I mean? Because it's in Tussle's interest to promote her, do you know what I mean? And like, this stuff is crazy. But as I said, look at the push there, like, now, over the last couple of weeks yet again. Because we all know there's a court case coming up. And I've been threatening to read some messages and emails after the court case. So there's desperation now in play. And that whole solicitor, I'm going to name that solicitor regarding my case. And I know, like, it's going to probably open a whole tin of worms. I have no issue naming, because I can prove my case. Like, there's no way in the world that solicitor should be down there practicing family law. She fed the Judge Staunton. She misled Judge Staunton, and she's still down there misleading Judge Staunton. Do you know what I mean? So I will just explain all that when the time comes. And I'm just asking people if they can share me videos or if they can repost them or even like them or anything. I'd appreciate it. There's a huge drive now at the moment. They're trying to financially starve me out. They're trying to get people to stop coming to me to get tattoos, and they think that is going to somehow kind of financially kind of impact me. Do you know what I mean? I only ever tattoo as a hobby. But this is what's going on. I'm aware of the pressure being put. Do you know what I mean? And I'm aware that people might feel somewhat intimidated by water for freewheelers sticking their nose in. Do you know what I mean? But you had Sinn Féin, remember, sticking their nose into this. You have corrupt Gardaís sticking their nose into this. Ignore them. Do you know what I mean? Don't be bullied off the pot. And it was pointed out to me because there was a number of kind of subcontractors, and somebody pointed out to me, I thought they were all kind of doing it on behalf of Waterford Council, but somebody pointed out they actually all have links Waterford freewheelers. Now, I don't have an issue with Waterford freewheelers, being honest. I just have an issue with 2 or 3 of them, do you know what I mean? Well, 3 or 4 of them, being honest with you. But this is the same with Waterford Council. And I spoke about it in my last previous video that there's a certain clique in Waterford. And if you're not part of the clique, they will push you out. And they don't like me saying what I'm saying, do you know what I mean? Because number one, I can't be intimidated. And number two, they can't pay me off. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to speak more and more about this stuff. And I have a couple of things just going on, a couple of personal things going on at the moment, and I need to deal with them first. But as I said, they see me out walking around the streets there now, and I was supposed to be all almost trapped in my apartment as they think but now they see that I'm not. Do you know what I mean? So they see me getting stronger and stronger, and it's becoming an issue. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm getting mentally more clarity. They don't want me joining the dots for people. Do you know what I mean? Because it upsets the whole kind of clique which is in Waterford, and it ranges from corrupt Waterford Gardaí, Waterford Council, fucking I could go on. Do you know what I mean? Politicians. I could go on. I'm not going to go and go back through my videos, but they don't want me speaking about this. Do you know what I mean? I'm prepared to fucking stake my existence on my purpose. Do you know what I mean? As the fucking quote goes. Do you know what I mean? I'm prepared to see this to the end. Do you know what I mean? I have no I don't have any fear of these people, any of them whatsoever. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. Fear is a state of mind. Do you know what I mean? What would happen if I got beaten up? Whether it's 1 person, 2 person, 4 person. Do you know what I mean? It's irrelevant. Do you know what I mean? I would just start again. It's irrelevant to me, being honest with you. I'm not going to waste my time worrying about what might happen. Do you know what I mean? But I think people need to be called out who are supporting certain groups attached to all this stuff. And anyone that I have mentioned, do you know what I mean? As I said, is warranted. And yeah, I'll just leave it there. And I'll be starting to make me videos there now from the 12th of May. And I'll be speaking to my wife more in depth about the stuff that's going on. And this is the stuff they don't want you finding out about, do you know what I mean? About how they kind of tampering with my daughters, car seat in the car, and they tried to push us off a fucking cliff road when I spoke out about David Cunnan, and my videos jumped from 89 up to 14,000. But I'll speak about all of that. And if you can go back to my videos, you'll see what I've been speaking about is it has never changed. In all the years that this has gone on, nothing has ever changed. Do you know what I mean? I might get the dates wrong once or twice, that might be it. The people are the same, the events are the same, do you know what I mean? Nothing has ever changed. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, I'm going to start trying to explain this stuff next week, and I'm going to hopefully have a kind of solicitor on board in a week or 2 as well, which is what they don't want either. Do you know what I mean? And I just say to people, don't be pushed off the pot by these clowns. Do you know what I mean? Your chances here, you should take it. Do you know what I mean? For your own mental well-being. Do you know what I mean? You deserve a chance to be able to speak the truth. Never mind these fucking fools who are trying to apply pressure onto people. It's as simple as that. Because that's all they are. They're fools. They're cowards. Do you know what I mean? Hence the reason that they're running in gangs. Do you know what I mean? So I'll leave it there, and I'll get back to you soon. Thanks, bye. Something that I forgot to say that it's important that I need to say. It's just there's a number of people, and they'd have a kind of another number for me. And I just want to say that number, I think, is out of compromise. So I'll just say, don't bother contacting me on that anymore, and I'll contact you. I'll contact you. And it's easier to just do this and explain it to kind of several people. And those who know, those who don't. So leave it on you. Thanks, bye.